Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Trails of Cold Steel 2 Part 31. In the previous video we essentially completed Act 1. We faced off against McBurn and Duvali in the rematch. Eventually we were able to burst down Duvali and then McBurn said, haha, I have plot powers and I win. But we got the AP out of it, so that was nice to actually get our first bonus AP for an end of chapter boss fight. Granted, I would pick the one fight where you have to do like a 5-minute thing in between every retry. That would be the one that I choose to grind out. Granted, I didn't know the others had bonus AP associated with them. This one I just, you know, it's a fight that's clearly coded as, hey, you're not actually going to be able to win this, so I knew there was bonus AP associated with it. Eustace is level 75? What the hell, man? That's rude. That's rude as I don't know what. Let's load the save. First, they left with the Phoenix Wings to recover. Oh, also, there was a joke that, like, I wish I had remembered. But when Duvali, after we beat her, and she's talking about how, you know, there's some, like, back and forth between her and McBurn about, like, didn't you beat Lowe? She's like, yeah, I mean, he won the other 99 times. And I wish I thought to mention Duvali, it doesn't count if you beat him with retry offset on. This is where the drum noises would come in, but, I don't know. Duvali got destroyed, and that's all that matters. Thanks to the manager's kindness, they had the building largely to themselves, so they enjoyed a relaxing dinner and soak in the springs. And after agreeing they would discuss what to do next the following afternoon, they returned to their rooms to sleep. Really? No horny bass scene? I don't believe it. We're not out of that neck of the woods yet. Oh no. Reen. Don't you know the bath is dangerous? It's so peaceful tonight. Everyone's probably fast asleep by now. We might have all spent our time apart in different ways, all with different things on our minds. But now we're finally back together as a class. It wasn't easy getting this far, but now we have one less thing to worry about. And I owe it all to Lisa's support and encouragement. It's thanks to her that I've been able to make it this far. Also, my brilliant tactical commands, okay, Reen? I'm here, the voice in the back of your head, telling you to always bring Elliot with you. Hang in there, Elise. I'll bring you and Princess Alphen back safely, I promise. Speaking of Elliot, also the line from the beating McBurn, or beating Duvali, you think Elliot's afraid of you, motherfucker? That's probably my favorite line in the Let's Play. A big fan of that one. I hope other people enjoy it. And when I do, I'll be sure to thank you again for giving me all I needed to come as far as I have. We still have to sit down and discuss what we're going to do from here on out, too. Can we even figure something like that out by tomorrow? Gotta bring at least some ideas to the table, but what? I'm happy we're together again, but we've got a lot to decide about our future, and it's something we need to decide as a team. Notice, only Machias got hugs. Everyone, I guess Elisa got one too. And Fee did her thing. Everyone's had their own challenges to face and problems to conquer, but each of them faced what they were given head on. Also, Elisa hugged Reen. Reen hugged Machias, okay? That's, in his heart, that's the canon love choice as far as Reen's actions are concerned. He's shown more affection for Machias than anybody else, by far. Everyone's had their own challenges to face and problems to conquer, but each of them faced what they were given head on. We ended up apart, but no one lost hope. Instead, everyone tried to make the best out of the circumstances they were dealt. Thinking back on our reunions, I think the one who left the strongest impression was... Who left the strongest impression? What the hell does this even mean? Is this like... I don't know. Who left the strongest impression? I'm assuming we got like some bomb points out of this. I mean, let's go for the objectively correct answer. Lisa? No. Elliot? No. Laura? No. Machias? Kind of. Emma? No. Eustace? Somewhat. He's in the running. Fee, I mean, she did jump off a 20-foot cliff to attack Reen. Gaius, good initial, running in on the horse. You have points for that. Millium, you'd be saved. Toval saved us in like a way we actually needed, and he fucking murdered the big golem. That's pretty cool. Captain Claire, when did she even pop up? I don't even remember, so definitely not her. Sharon, I didn't need saving. Instructor Sarah, I mean, maybe the help was appreciated. I don't really know what this is supposed to. I guess maybe there's gonna be like a scene associated with it. I mean, there's gonna be a scene associated with it. I guess we just pick Fee, right? Since that was our bond event from the previous game. All right, fine. I think it would have to be Fee. She spent the most of her experience as a former Jaeger to support Machias and Elliot in their efforts. That must have been really difficult for her, considering members of her old corps are working with the Noble Alliance now. She fought her hardest to protect her new family, our class, even if it meant opposing her old one. Wish I could be like her. And a flat 30 evasion. Damn, that'd be sweet. I wish I could be that strong.
I'm coming in.
Okay, I was gonna say, so whoever we pick is gonna, you know, okay. I kind of want to see all these, if I'm being honest. So, this might be the video.
Fee! I didn't think anyone else would come here so late at night. Sorry, I'll get out now.
No need for that. I came because I heard you were here from the manager anyway.
What?
You did?
Yeah, we'll probably do all these.
Feels really great being in here during winter. I bet I could take a nap here.
You might die.
I suppose. Winter's my favorite time of the year to use the springs because of how relaxing it is. Wait, though. I'm not so sure it's the best idea for us to be bathing alone together, Fee. You're not bothered at all?
Why would I be? When I was in the Corps, we'd sometimes all get into a hot spring together. The guys and the girls.
Point taken. She did say that they were all like one big family. You said you came because you knew I was here, right? Any particular reason you wanted to hang out?
Because I forgot to thank you.
She forgot.
Thank me? Thank me for what? I don't feel like I've done anything that warrants being thanked.
You couldn't be any more oblivious if you tried, could you? I wanted to thank you for surviving all this time so that we could meet again.
Oh, all I really did was like take a nap for a month. It was pretty sweet in all honesty.
And for coming all the way to Celtic.
You should try it sometime.
Crow might not be with us, but it feels like the rest of us were only able to be here now thanks to you.
Thanks to me? I don't know if I agree. Besides, all of you guys are the reason I've been able to do anything at all.
Really, you should thank Toval, because he's a god.
Oh, I know.
And Elliot.
Still, I think our class is only how it is because you're at its center. It's only because we could believe you'd get back on your feet that we're all here now. That's how I feel, and I know that's how everyone else feels too. So, thanks.
Oh god, you turned Reed into the Joker.
That wasn't supposed to be funny. Maybe a little overblown, but not half as cheesy as some of the things you've said.
Alright. Okay, I'll take the roast.
I'm sorry. I wasn't laughing at you. It just finally hit home that everything Elise said was true. I had no idea that everyone was thinking of me as much as they were, or that so many people were looking out for me. It just made me realize all over again how blind I've been all this time. So I couldn't help but laugh at myself.
Good save, Reed, good save.
Oh, well, make sure you don't forget it. We're all friends, and that's not gonna change anytime soon.
Don't worry, I won't. And now that Class 7 is together again, I'm sure we'll be able to go back to the academy one day.
Bro, who wants to go back to school?
As long as we don't give up, I know we can make that a reality.
What are you talking about?
So, let's give it everything we've got.
Yeah.
Okay. And we will I don't know if it's going to be easier to save and reload, or if I should just Alt F4 the game to see the others. If it starts playing a scene, we'll Alt F4. Yeah, we might be able to it might be quicker to save and reload. I mean, once we get through how long this dialogue is, depending. Okay, our meeting in the Phoenix Wings cafeteria is until this afternoon, which means I got plenty of time to figure out what we can do beforehand. Maybe it'd help to ask others about what's on their mind too. Yeah, sounds like a plan. Okay, this is going to be quicker. This time, Laura, Emma, Eustace, and Sarah have 2 bonding events that can be viewed instead of 1. Talking to one of these characters after viewing the first bond event will allow you to view their second. Damn, 15? What the fuck? Okay, we are in bonding purgatory. Hey, Reen, the class festival's back. Oh god. Oh no. All the character development. No, the characterization. It's flowing over me. Okay, so in order to not show favoritism, we will start top to bottom. I think it would have to be Elisa. She blamed herself more than anyone for how we parted ways in Trista. I could see how worried she was for me. Even now, I'm sure she's worried about her mother and the Rhineford Company. But she's still putting everyone else first, just like she always does. She did all that so she could bring us together again. I wish I could be like her, said no one ever. Alisa's okay. I wish I could be that strong.
Reen, are you there?
Oh god. Run, Reen!
Elisa! I didn't think anyone else would come here so late at night. Sorry, I'll get out now.
There's no need to shout. I actually already knew that you were here. I'd asked the manager beforehand. So I thought now might be a good time to talk with you.
Pardon?
Reen, you got one chance. Audibly cutter your way out of there, dude. She'll never be able to catch you.
There's really nothing like a warm bath on a cold winter's day. Gazing up at the night sky, feeling the warmth of the spring coursing through your whole body. This is such bliss.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It's my favorite time of year to relax in the springs, too. But both of us bathing in here together is really, really not a good idea. Doesn't it bother you even a little? The 2 of us here alone feels kind of... I don't know.
What's the big deal? I'm covered up, aren't I? I'd appreciate it if you didn't stare so hard, though. I might have managed to pluck up the courage to come in here, but it's still kind of embarrassing.
Well... I wasn't doing it on purpose. Sorry. But what made you need to pluck up the courage to come in here to begin with?
Reen, you have one chance to not fuck all this up. This is a situation where you just run.
You said you wanted to talk. Anything in particular?
Well, I just wanted to thank you.
Thank me? Thank me for what? I don't feel like I've done anything that warrants being thanked.
You have, though. And for everything, really. I wanted to thank you for surviving all this time so that we could meet again.
I feel like I've heard that before.
And I wanted to thank you for coming all the way to Nord to get me.
Oh, really, we're there for Gaius, but,
Maybe we can't be here with Crow, but because of you, the rest of us are back together again.
Because of me? That's not true. Besides, it was only because of you guys that I was able to do anything at all.
I knew you'd say that. Still, I feel like Class 7 is what it is because you're at its center. We had faith that you get back up on your feet and fight, and it's because you followed through that we've come this far. I'm not the only one who feels that way either. So, thank you, Reen.
Reen does look like he just, like, shit his pants, like his expression. He's like, oh no. Oh god, how do I get out of this situation without outing myself? Oh no. Jokerine is back.
Oh, come on! Knock it off with the laughing! It wasn't easy to come here and say all of this, you know.
I'm sorry. I wasn't laughing at you.
Yeah, sure.
It just finally hit home that everything Elise said was true. I had no idea that everyone was thinking. It just
we've heard
made me
this, Reed.
realize all over, so I couldn't help but.
Well, I can accept that. And now that you know, I don't want you to ever forget it. We've been through so much together, Reen. We have a bond so strong, nothing can ever break it.
Yeah, I mean, like, you haven't unlocked all, like, my bond link events yet, but, or abilities, but, you know, maybe one day I'll care enough to cheer you after you get hit.
Don't worry, I won't forget. And now that Class 7 is together again, I'm sure we'll be able to go back to the academy one day.
Gosh, Reen, you're such a nerd.
As long as we don't give up, I know we can. So, let's give it everything we've got.
Of course.
These are nice. I like these. And we gotta remember to, like, reload the right save every time. Oh, now it's time for the Elster. I think I'd have to be Elliot. I must have been worried sick about his dad and Fiona, but he never let that stop him once. He's probably still worried too. Even now, we have no idea where Fiona is. And yet, he's never let it show once. His smile is brighter than ever. You see how he smacked McBurn in the face last video, man? Dude's a G. Wish I could be like him. Wish I could be that strong.
How's the water, Reen?
Oh, hey. I didn't think anyone would be swinging by this late. I figured everyone would be fast asleep by now.
Well, I heard you leaving your room, so I figured I'd follow and see what's up.
Weirdo.
Got room for one more?
Of course. Come on in.
Nothing beats bathing in a hot spring while looking up at the sky during winter.
I feel like I've heard this before, Elliot.
I love that tingly feeling from all the warmth coming back to my fingers.
This is my favorite season to use the springs too. Still, any particular reason you wanted to take another bath? I mean, I know it's nice and it's not like I can talk, but we were all in here earlier today.
Oh, I just thought this might be a good chance to say something that I've been meaning to say for a while. I'd like to thank you, Reen.
Thank me? Thank me for what? I don't feel like I've done anything that warrants being thanked.
Well, everything really. I wanted to thank you for surviving all this time so that we could meet again. And I wanted to thank you for coming all the way to Keldic to get us. It's sad that Crow's not here, but you're the reason the rest of us are together again.
I am? I wouldn't be so sure. It was only thanks to everyone's support, yours included, that I was able to do anything at all.
Yeah, we'd be fucked without those holy songs.
That's true too, I guess. Still, I feel like Class 7 is what it is because you're at its center. We knew you'd stand right back up and fight, and because you did just that, we're here, fighting by your side. And I'm sure everyone else feels the same exact way.
I mean, it would have been nice if you could have, like, hurried it up. I mean, really, you slept for a damn month? Come on, man. That's too long.
So, thank you, Reen.
How'd you not starve or thirst to death?
Sorry, that was all super cheesy, huh?
No problem with that, Elliot?
You don't need to laugh that much, though.
I'm sorry. I wasn't laughing at you.
Oh, the voice inside my head just made this really funny joke, and it was just hilarious.
It just finally hit home that everything Elise said was true. I had no idea that everyone was thinking of me as much as they were. It just made me so
Oh, okay.
That sounds like an excuse, but whatever.
Well, now you know. We're friends, and our bond is stronger than you know. I hope you never forget that. I know I won't.
Don't worry, I won't either. And now that Class 7 is together again, I'm sure we'll be able to go back to the academy one day. As long as we don't give up, I know we can make that a reality. So?
Right.
Well, I really liked Elliot's. Oh, what do we get? And we don't really get it? Oh, cover. Art support is kind of trash, but... Or, I mean, trash for Reen? Okay, 3 down. 3,000 more to go. Laura? The Lorster? I think I'd have to be Laura. I may not know where her father is, but she bravely stood up and defended Legram in his place to the best of her ability. And that couldn't have been easy for her with how worried she must have been. Not once did she let her worries stop her from doing what needed to be done. She proudly fought to protect her home. Wish I could be like her. Man, having a random magic attack that does damage for some reason despite not having a high art stat? That'd be cool.
Reen?
Laura!
Then all you hear is Reen running away as he gales over the fence.
I didn't think anyone else would come here so late at night. Sorry, I'll get out now.
You don't have to apologize, Reen. I should have checked if someone else was inside before coming in.
But, like, you knew we were here because you said Reen when you walked in.
Truth be told, I was thinking the same thing. I thought it would be empty by now.
Now, shut up, you're lying. That's a dang lie. We know it's a lie because you came in here and you asked for Reen.
Still, this might make for the perfect chance to sit and talk, no?
Oh, you still want to come in?
There are few things more pleasant than relaxing in a hot spring while gazing up at the wintry sky.
I feel like how they all have like their own different way of saying the exact same sentence. It's kind of a neat touch.
That tingle of warmth returning to my fingers and toes is particularly nice.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It's my favorite time of the year to relax in the springs too. But never mind that. Are you sure you're comfortable with both of us being here, Laura? It's pretty late, and with the two of us, it's kind of...
Oh god, there's gonna be a Millium event. Ah! Oh no, I didn't think about that.
Well, I am modestly covered, so I don't think there's a problem, per se. Although I'd prefer if you didn't look at me quite so pointedly. It's embarrassing for me to be here too, I hope you realize.
True. I wasn't doing it on purpose. Sorry. Anyway, you said you wanted to talk, right? Was it about anything in particular?
Well, I wanted the opportunity to say thank you.
You're thanking me? For what? I don't feel like I've done anything.
Everything, I suppose. I wanted to thank you for surviving all this time so that we could meet again. And I wanted to thank you for coming all the way to Legram to find us. Crow may not be with us, but you're the reason the rest of us are together again.
I think that's a bit of a stretch. Besides, it was only because of you guys that...
Well, it's understandable that you'd feel that way. Still, I believe Class 7 is
That
only what it
facial
is
expression
because
is so
you're at
good.
its center. You were the one who stood right back up and fought, and it's because of that we were able to make it this far. That's what I feel, and I know that's how the others feel too. So, thank you, Reen.
And if you laugh at me, you will face the wrath of the Arcade school.
I'd rather you didn't laugh at me. It took a lot of courage to come in here and tell you that, you know.
I'm sorry. I wasn't laughing at you. It just finally hit home that everything Elise said was true. I had no idea. It just made... So I...
I see. In that case, be sure that you never forget what I said.
Or else. There's an implied or else there.
We've been through so much together. The bonds formed between us will not be so easily broken.
Don't worry. I won't forget. And now that Class 7 is together again, I'm sure we'll be able to go back as long as we don't give up, so...
Of course.
Really, no one's gonna be like, nah, I'm not going back to school. By the end of this series, they're gonna be like friggin' demigods. Think I'm going back to learn about math? Fuck that. Anger? She do be getting kinda angry? May have just loaded the save right in the exact same spot. Let's see, so we've seen 4 right now? 4 out of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wow, we're gonna be here for quite a time. Oh, it's Machias' turn, dude. I think it'd have to be Machias, said no one ever. He was doing everything he could over in Celtic to find us, using all the contacts he had to make our reunion a reality. He did that all while the capital was occupied, with no idea where his father was too. That must have been so hard. But he stayed responsible as ever, and redoubled his efforts alongside Elliot and Fee. Wish I could be like him. Wish I could be that strong. Wish I could accelerate people in a small AoE.
It's me, Reen. I'm coming in.
Oh, hey. I didn't think anyone would be swinging by this late. I figured everyone would be fast asleep by now.
Well, I noticed you leaving your room, so I thought I'd tag along and see what's up. Mind if I join you?
Sure, go right ahead.
There really is nothing like soaking in a hot spring under a wintry sky.
It's always as good as reading a good book, am I right, Reen?
You can feel all of your exhaustion just melting away.
This is my favorite season to use the springs too. Still, what made you want to come back in here? I mean, I know it's nice, and it's not like I can...
Oh, I just thought this might be a good chance to talk to you, that's all. Or more specifically, I thought this would be an ideal opportunity to say thank you.
You're thanking me? For what? I don't feel like I've done anything that warrants being thanked.
Well, everything up to this point, I guess. I wanted to thank you for surviving all this time so that we could meet again. And I wanted to thank you for coming all the way to Celtic to get us. I feel like it was only thanks to you that all of us were able to come together again, even if it is without Crow.
Thanks to me? That's not true. It was only...
In a way, you're right.
Damn, Machias just straight up told him Reen's useless.
Still, Class 7 is what it is because you're at its center. We believed you'd stand back up again and fight, and rightly so. That's the very reason we're all here today. I know I feel that way, and I'm sure that everyone else does too. So, please, let me thank you, Reen. Hey, you're not supposed to laugh, damn it.
Need I remind you I have a shotgun?
I'll admit that may be an overdramatic way of putting it, but I don't think you're in any position to criticize.
I'm sorry. I wasn't laughing at you. It just finally hit home that I had no idea. It just made so I couldn't...
A bird?
Oh,
What the?
Right. Well, as long as you understand now. We didn't become friends overnight, but since then, we've all formed a bond that won't be so easily broken. Don't forget that.
Don't worry. I won't. And now that Class 7 is together again, I'm sure we'll be able to go back to the Academy one day. As long as we don't give up, I know we can make that a reality.
And then Machias is like, hell yeah, I can't wait to go back and learn about orbital clocks, dude.
So, let's give it everything we've got.
Right.
He was excited. Got him hot under the collar thinking about learning about trigonometry. What do you give? Anger. Oh, he gets angry too, dude. It's honestly pretty good. Like, having a way to generate CP on Machias is nice. Because, you know, his whole purpose in life is to accelerate people. I think it had to be Emma. All this time she's been fighting alone, unable to tell any of us of her true identity or why she was doing what she did. That must have been so hard on her. Did she feel like an outsider? What was it like never being able to ask for our support? And yet she did all she could to fulfill her duties as a witch while being a loyal and kind classmate to us. Wish I could be like her. Wish I could cast AoE Magic Reflect. make McBurn take 0 damage when it reflected because he's OP. Wish I could be that strong.
Reen?
Emma? I didn't think anyone else would come here so late at night. Sorry, I'll get out now.
And she had to act like she didn't know if Reem was in here because she literally can't see.
No, you shouldn't have to do that. I'm so sorry. I had no idea that anyone was in here.
What are you talking about? That doesn't jive with what you just said.
Still, this might be the perfect chance for us to sit down and talk.
You know, Elisa, so far, she's winning among the girls. Elisa and Fee, because they straight up admitted they just stalked Reen, okay?
Pardon?
And Elliot. Elliot also mentioned that he just stalked Reen, okay? Anyone who's honest about stalking Reen, you know, you get bonus points for not being a liar. None of this, oh no, I didn't know you'd be in here.
It feels wonderful to bathe here during the winter. I love the feeling of warmth coursing through your entire body while relaxing.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It's my favorite time of the year to relax in the springs, too. But never mind that. Are you sure you're comfortable with both of us being here, Emma?
Reen does not have a line here, so instead the voice inside my head will do it. It's pretty, late, and with the two of us, it's, kind of,
I see what you mean. Still, I'm modestly covered, so I don't think it's too much of a problem.
Like I've heard that line before.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't stare at me so much, however. Although, I can't blame you too much. I'm the one who decided to come in to begin with.
Oh. I wasn't doing it on purpose. Sorry. Anyway, you said you wanted to talk, right? Was it about anything in particular?
Yes, as it so happens. I wanted to thank you, Reen.
Thank me? Thank me for what? I don't feel like I've done anything that warrants being thanked.
Well, everything, I suppose. I wanted to thank you for surviving all this time so that we could meet again. And I wanted to thank you for coming all the way to Legram to get us. Crow may not be with us, but you're the reason the rest of us are together again.
I think that's a bit of a stretch. Besides, it was only because of—
Oh, that's so sweet of you to say. Everyone contributed something in some way.
Well, I mean, Claire's never done anything. Now, that's not her fault. It's because I choose not to take her out maybe one of these days. If she learns, like, another ability, maybe? I don't know. I just feel like I can't use the Accelerate, and otherwise her kit's kind of weak. Maybe now that we have all the Class 7 people, though, we could bring her out. And because we can compensate for her being a little weak without the acceleration ability.
However, I believe Class 7 can only be what it is with you at its center.
But, I don't know, I mean, of the mentor characters, now that we have Sarah available, it's probably Sharon's my least favorite, then Claire, then probably Toval, then Sarah. I think Sarah's still my overall favorite of the mentor characters. Granted, Sarah also has the most screen time by far in the series, or in the Cold Steel game, so of course she kind of has an advantage there. Of the 3 new ones, so to speak, you know, the new actual playable characters, Toval's definitely my favorite.
We all believed you would get back on your feet and fight, and it's because you pulled through that we made it this far. I feel that way, and I know everyone else does too. So, thank you, Reen. Please don't laugh. It took a lot of courage to come in here and tell you that, you know.
Aster Flare.
I'm sorry. I wasn't laughing at you. It just finally hit home. I had no idea. It just made me so
Oh, I see. Our bonds are stronger than you realize. They won't be broken so easily, Reen.
So far, Elisa's also the only one that said, like, the bonds are straight up unbreakable. Everyone else is like, yeah, I mean, maybe I could grow to hate you, Reen, but, like, right now, that'd be really hard.
I hope you never forget that.
Don't worry. I won't. And now that Class 7 is together again, I'm sure we'll be able to go back to the Academy one day. As long as we don't give up, I know we can make that a reality. So, let's give it everything we've got.
Of course.
Who's next? I think it's Eustace, right? The Euster? Big J? Big U? And so we got Eustace, Gaius, Millium, Toval, Captain Claire, Sharon, and Instructor Sarah. Alright, what's up, Eustace? I think it'd have to be Eustace. He belongs to one of the 4 great houses, yet he used that position to search for our whereabouts instead. Considering how important his father and brother are in the Noble Alliance, that couldn't have been an easy decision for him. He was never willing to compromise his sense of responsibility, and he tried to find his own path to believe in instead. Wish I could be like him. Man, wish my motivate was like bigger in AoE and also provided arts and speed buffs. That'd be cool.
You seem to be quite comfortable having the whole spring to yourself.
Oh no, he's gonna annex our spring, dude. He's a real noble. He's got a casus belli against us.
Oh, hey. I didn't think anyone would be swinging by this late. I figured everyone would be fast asleep by now.
I might have been, but I noticed you leaving your room, so I thought I'd see what you were up to. Would you mind if I joined you?
Sure, go right ahead.
The feeling of relaxing in a hot spring during winter truly is indescribable. The warmth that spreads through your body is oddly comforting.
Yes, I shall be taking
This is
the
my
spring for
favorite season
myself.
to use the springs too.
I claim this in the name of the Alberea household.
Still, what made you want to come back in here? I mean, I know it's nice and it's not like...
I thought that this might be a good opportunity to talk to you. I'd like to thank you, Reen.
Thank me? Thank me for what? I don't feel like I've done anything that warrants...
For everything that has happened until now, I suppose. Thank you for surviving all this time so that we could meet again. And thank you for risking everything by traveling into one of the noble faction's largest strongholds to find me. Crow may not be with us, but it was all thanks to you that we were able to come together like this.
Thanks to me? That's not true. It was only thanks to everyone's support, yours included, that I was able to do anything at all.
I can see why you'd feel that way. Still, I believe Class 7 is what it is because you are at its center. We all believed you would rise up against the odds, and that's why we're here right now fighting at your side. I know I'm not the only one who feels as much. So, thank you, Reen. I'm not sure laughing is the most appropriate reaction, especially since you're always the one making us listen to those ridiculously florid speeches with a straight face.
Okay, Eustace has the best clapback.
I'm sorry. I wasn't laughing at you. It just finally hit home that everything Elise said was true. I had no idea that everyone was thinking of me as much as they were, or that it just made me realize so...
I see. Know this. The bonds forged between us will not be broken easily. I hope you'll never forget that.
Don't worry, I won't.
After hearing the line 15 times, Eustace, there's no way I'll ever forget it.
Now that Class 7 is together again, I'm sure we'll be able to go back to the Academy one day. As long as we don't give up, I know we can make that a reality. So, let's give it everything we've got.
You really like saying that, don't you, Reen?
I fully intend to.
Art support? I don't need art support, Eustace. I need, like, real support. if Reen is ever casting magic spells, you know we're fucked. Okay? If they're not buffs, we're screwed. The Geister? Our buddy? I think it had to be Gaius. He must have been horrified and scared with the flames of war threatening his beloved homeland. But he never ran away. He did all he could to protect Nord. Now he's doing the same for the Empire, even though it means leaving his family behind once again. Wish I could be like him. Yeah, think about it. Gaius didn't say anything at the big reunion. Earlier in the last video. Was he the only character that never said a word?
So this is where you were.
Oh, hey. I didn't think anyone would be swinging by this late. I figured everyone would be fast asleep by now.
Well, I noticed you leaving your room, so I thought I'd see what you were up to. Do you mind if I join you?
Sure, go right ahead.
Hot springs truly are a wonderful part of this nation's culture. I thought as much last time we came here, but relaxing in one during winter is even better.
This is my favorite season to use the springs too. Still, what made you want to come back in here?
I know I'm not one to ask, with, you know, considering and all, but we were just in here.
I know it's nice, and it's not like I can talk, but we were all in here earlier today.
That's true, but I thought it would be easier to talk with you if it was just the two of us. I'd like to thank you, Reen.
Thank me? Thank me for what? I don't feel like I've done anything that warrants being thanked.
For everything, I suppose. I wanted to thank you for surviving all this time so that we could meet again. And I wanted to thank you for coming all the way to Nord to find us. It was only thanks to you that we were able to come together again, even if it is without Crow.
I think that's a bit of a stretch. Besides, it was only because of all of you that I was able to do anything at all.
I can see why you'd feel that way. Still, I believe Class 7 is only what it is because you're the one at its center. You created your own wind, carved out your own path, and we believed in you every step of the way.
I mean, creating your own wind. I mean, lots of people do that, you know? Think about it.
It's the reason we're here now, fighting.
Maybe it's not
And
an
I know
expression
everyone else
Gaius
feels
is
the
used to.
same.
And maybe they don't have that one up in the Nord Highlands.
So, thank you, Reen.
Don't laugh at Gaius. He's too pure.
I guess that might have been a slightly overblown way of putting it. Although, if anything, I think I might have gotten that habit from you.
I'm sorry. I wasn't laughing at you. It just finally. It just me. So
I see. The bond we all share won't be broken so easily. Of that, I'm certain. I hope you'll never forget that.
Don't worry. I won't. And now that Class 7 is together again, I'm sure we'll be able to go back to the Academy one day.
Yeah, that's the one thing I could do without, actually.
As long as we don't give up, I know we can make that a reality.
Like, Erebony is cool and all, but that, like, Academy shit is fucking for the birds, dude.
So, let's give it everything we've got.
Right.
Don't you mean understood? Wow, no level 4? Come on, Gaius. Come on, come on. Gaius. I'll remember that. When it comes time to pick people for the next outing? Just saying. I don't forget. Now, who haven't we done? The joke. Get it? Because I was saying I don't forget, and then I acted like I forgot who we haven't done yet. I think it would have to be Millium. She might be a member of the Intelligence Division, but that didn't stop her from fighting for the people of the Highlands. She must be really concerned about what happened to Lecter and Chancellor Osborne after all that's happened. But you wouldn't know it from looking at her. She's still the same energetic member of our class as she's always been. Wish I could be like her. You know, having a S-break that hits the entire screen. Man, that'd be cool.
Heidi-ho, Rena Rooney!
Okay, you maybe pulled me back a little bit. That's a fantastic line.
Millium!
As long as the game's not weird about it, okay? This can be fun, just don't be weird about it, game.
I didn't think anyone else would come here so late at night. Sorry, I'll get out now.
Aw, why would you want to do that? I came in because the manager told me you were here.
Really?
Yeah. Hot springs in winter are so nice. That funny tingly thing you get in your feet once they start warming up feels so comfy.
Yeah, true. Winter's my favorite time of the year to use the springs because of how relaxing it is. But never mind that. This is weird.
I mean, he said it, not me.
Us being in the springs together this late at night is just... I mean...
Reen, you're being weird. I said don't be weird with it.
Things getting too steamy for you?
And you're being weird.
Aw, don't worry. I know it's not every day you get to share a bath with a sexy, tall drink of water like me.
Okay, the game's gotten weird with it.
Or do you want to hang out with Sarah or Emma instead? Can't blame you because they both got big boot.
Nope, that is not what I'm saying at all.
That's what I'm saying.
You really know how to make people jump through hoops. Moving right along, what made you want to take a dip in the bath so late at night anyway? You said before that you came in because you knew I was here. Any special reason?
Actually, I came to say thanks.
Thanks? Thanks for what? I don't feel like I've done anything to deserve being thanked.
Sure you have, but I should have known you wouldn't have noticed. You did everything you could to pull through after we split up in Trista, right? And then you came all that way to get us. You even brought Claire, too. To me, you're the only reason all of us are even back together again, you know?
Me? The only reason? I think that's a stretch. Besides, it was only because of all of you that I was able to do anything at all.
I knew you'd say that. But I still think our class is only what it is because of you. You're kind of like our leader in a way.
Yeah, for some reason, Reen became the leader.
The whole reason we're together again is because you stood up and chose to fight. So, thanks.
Even though the whole crew would be dead if not for Elliot, and he's the actual backbone of the crew. Reen, remember, she has a big hammer that is invisible and can hit you at any time.
Aw, you're laughing. I was trying so hard to be all serious and moving for once, too.
I'm sorry. I wasn't laughing at you. It just finally hit home that everything Elise said was true. I had no idea that everyone was thinking of me as much as they were, or that so many people were looking out for me. It just made me realize all over again how blind I've been all this time. So I couldn't help but laugh at myself.
I'm not sure what you're getting at, but hey, as long as you're not laughing at me. Sounds like something you should keep in mind, though. It's true that we're all thinking of you, always. We're bound together in a way that can't be easily broken.
Don't worry, I will.
Man, you must have been like hard to come up with different ways to phrase the same sentence for like all the different characters.
And now that we're all together again, I'm sure that one day we'll be able to return to the academy. As long as we don't give up, I know we can make that a reality. So, let's give it everything we've got.
You know it.
Okay, they were, you know, there was a little weird point in the middle, but overall, good Millium scene. They finished strong. Okay, so we're getting there. We're almost to the mentor characters. Oh, actually, we are the mentor characters. Okay, we got 4 more, so this will just be the entire video, just wrapping up these last few events. This has been really nice. I've quite enjoyed this. Our best boy, Toval. Well, second best boy. I think it'd have to be Toval. At least Princess Alphen wouldn't have made it to Ymir to begin with if Prince Oliver hadn't asked him to help. And then he saved me from danger at the last moment when I encountered that magic knight in the mountains too. I'm really fortunate to have someone like him watching my back, especially when I'm sure he's busy with bracer business. Wish I could be like him. Wish I could be that strong. Man, casting arts twice as fast always. Fucking sweet as hell, dude. I could almost be a magic character if I could do that.
Hey there. How's the water?
Toval? I'm surprised you're still awake.
Come on. I'm still young. You think I'd hit the hay this early? Mind if I join you?
Not at all. Go right ahead.
You really can't beat the hot springs of Ymir.
Seriously, I tried. The boss fight's impossible.
I've used them a few times since coming here, but it never gets old. Sounds like I picked the best season to be here, too.
You did, actually. Winter's my favorite season to use the springs, too. You really must like coming in here, though. Considering that we've already been in here once today, but I guess I can't really talk either, can I?
Oh, look at Toval getting unique dialogue from Reen. Usually it says the same line for all the male characters.
No, you sure can't. And I could get used to this, alright.
I mean, same meaning, but, you know, slightly spiced up wording.
Oh, yeah. Kinda overdue and maybe a little out of nowhere, but congrats on making it this far and doing what you set out to do.
A little out of nowhere is right. What brought this on?
You've been through a hell of a ride since everything went down back in Trista, but you've gotten through it all just fine. Not only that, you managed to get all of your old classmates and Sarah back together again. That wouldn't have happened if not for you.
I think you're giving me too much credit. It was only thanks to everyone's support, yours included, that I was able to do anything at all.
Don't think I did all that much, personally.
Toval, what are you talking about?
And hey, I give credit where credit is due. Class 7's only how it is because you're at its center. And that's a fact. Everyone believed that you'd rise up and fight. And they still believe it now. That's why they're here. So, as someone who's been watching over you for a while now, I think you deserve a pat on the back for all you've done.
Gonna have your accessory? Hell no.
What, did I overdo it? Well, don't sweat it too much if it bothers you, I guess.
Oh, no, I wasn't laughing at you. It just finally hit. I had no idea that everyone. It just made me realize all. So I couldn't help.
Ah, gotcha. Well, then make sure you don't forget it. The friendships you've made aren't the kind that can be broken easily. That goes without saying between us, too, I'll have you know.
Don't worry, I won't forget. And now that Class 7 is together again, I'm sure we'll be able to go back to the academy one day.
I like him doing Sarah's little wink thing.
As long as we don't give up, I know we can make that a reality. Both for ourselves and for the people who have supported us in getting this far.
That's what I like to hear. I've got your back all the way, Reen.
Okay, next is the Clairster. I'm interested to see what Claire and Sharon's are gonna be like. Since they're characters that I feel like Reen doesn't really have that much of like a bond with. Cause I mean, Toval they've already kind of established a bit, like, you know, in his bond events, some like, you know, he feels like a mentor character for Reen in a way, and almost even like a big brother. Like, they're kind of starting to go in that angle, but it got to be Captain Claire. It was surprising to find that she and the Railway Military Police have been helping out the 4th Armored Division. Given that the Chancellor she served is gone, I wouldn't be surprised if she was feeling lost right now. And yet, you wouldn't be able to tell it from looking at her. She did all she could to help defend this village from attack. Wish I could be like her. Wish I could be that strong. Damn, having a move that accelerates and buffs everyone at the same time, and it's only 90 CP? Man, that'd be nice.
Reen?
Oh shit, it's the cops, run!
Captain Claire? I didn't think anyone else would come here so late at night. Sorry, I'll get out now.
Oh, no, you don't need to do that. You were here first, after all. Truth be told, I didn't think anyone else would be here so late either.
Wrong.
Still, while meeting like this may purely be a coincidence, it could also be a good chance for us to sit and have a nice talk. Regardless, it's pretty cold out here, so I'm getting in before I get any colder.
Okay.
The open-air baths in the middle of winter are wonderful, aren't they? I'm usually one to settle for a quick shower, but this is so relaxing that I can barely bring myself to get out.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It's my favorite time of the year to relax in the springs, too. That aside, I mean, it's an honor to have the chance to share the spring with a lady like you, but...
There's no need to be so
I
flustered.
love the nervous Reen lines, they're so good.
It wasn't all that long ago that I was a Thor's student myself, you know. Just think of me as another classmate. And fellow classmates help wash each other's backs. So how about it? Would you like me to help wash yours?
That's rude, you shouldn't mess with Reen's head like that.
No, that's quite all right. And besides, underclassmen are the ones who are supposed to help wash the upperclassmen's
God.
backs, so that makes no sense.
Reen, you're gonna send Reen into horny overload.
I mean, not that I specifically want to or anything, I just,
I'm sorry. I shouldn't be teasing you like this, should I?
I mean, Claire, you get some bonus points for that, showing a bit of personality.
Not when I stayed in to offer you my congratulations.
Thank you? May I ask what for?
I think you've earned it after all you've done. I've been impressed by you time and time again ever since we met. You were able to survive the terrible battle in Trista. You braved the many challenges you've had to face since.
And then there was that big robot and Roar you beat up. Wow, that was really impressive. Good job.
And you were able to reunite with your classmates, like Millium. That they are all gathered together here is a testament to your efforts, Reen.
I think you're giving me too much credit. It was only thanks to everyone's support, yours included, that
False.
I was able to do anything at all.
Claire had nothing to do with our victory.
Please. I barely did anything to aid you at all.
See, she admits it.
And I don't think I'm giving you too much credit. Class 7 is only how it is because you're the one at its center.
I mean, it's not Claire's fault that I didn't pick her. I mean, you know.
They all believed that you would rise up and fight. And that's why each and every one of them are here today. You should be proud of what you've achieved, Reen.
Now, she might shoot you if you laugh at her. Just remember, she's probably gonna learn to have an itchy trigger finger from now on, because she just blasted Crow in the head. All of this could have been stopped. Maybe.
Reen? I'm sorry, did I say something strange?
And she just blown his brains out.
I wasn't laughing at you.
Think of how different things could be right now.
It just finally hit home that everything Elise said was true. I had no idea that everyone was thinking of me as much as they were, or that so many people were looking out for me. It just made me realize all over again how blind I've been all this time. So I couldn't help but laugh at myself.
If laughing at yourself helps, then by all means. But I don't think you need to beat yourself up over it. Still, it wouldn't hurt to always keep those thoughts at the back of your mind in the future. You've forged many amazing friendships since all this began, and they're not the kinds that can be easily broken. That goes for me, too.
I'll be sure to always remember. And now that Class 7 is together again, I'm sure we'll be able to go back to the Academy one day. As long as we don't give up, I know we can make that a reality, both for ourselves and for the people who have supported us in getting this far.
That's the way. And I'll be right there with you.
What do you get? Counterattack. That's fine. Okay, now just Sharon and the Sarah Stir. That doesn't quite work. I don't know. Sarah, you need to have a different name that I can add Stir to. Easy? Like Elster? Oh, that's a classic right there. I think it'd have to be Sharon, said literally no one ever. She sensed that Elisa was in danger and ignored and wasted no time in coming to her aid. She might be shrouded in mystery and a member of Ouroboros, who definitely don't seem to be our allies, but she's always put us first, even if it meant fighting against them. Would have been kind of interesting, I will admit, to have brought Sharon in the last section, just to see what her dialogue with McBurn would have been. Wish I could be like her. Wish I could be that strong.
I hope you don't mind me coming in.
Yeah, I do, actually. I guess she still wears
Sharon.
the headband.
I didn't think anyone else would come here so late at night. Sorry, I'll get out now.
That won't be necessary. In fact, you're the reason I stopped by. Please, would you allow me the pleasure of washing your back for you?
Okay, never mind, Sharon. I regret picking you.
Excuse me?
Hot springs in winter truly are wonderful, aren't they? I can feel all of the exhaustion that's built up as a result of my work simply washing away.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It's my favorite time. Both of us bathing in here together is really, really not a good idea. What's Elisa going to say when she finds out?
You're just gonna find Reen like with an arrow in his back.
Not to worry, Master Reen. Lady Elisa will be none the wiser about any of this. For now, in this moment, simply think of me as your very own personal maid.
Shut up.
Should you require anything of me, do tell. I will do anything that you so desire.
Maybe physically cringing.
Anything?
Oh god, Reen. There are two wolves inside you. One is horny and one is not. The one who wins is the one you feed, Reen. Remember that.
No! I'm fine, honestly.
Okay, so for today, the non-horny wolf won out, but you've got to remember to feed the non-horny wolf, Reen, if you don't want to become overwhelmed in your lust.
My apologies. Your reactions are so charming. I can't help but tease you. The reason I came here is perfectly simple. I'd like to offer you my congratulations for all that you've done in the last few weeks.
You would?
Your efforts since the battle in Trista have been quite commendable. You've faced countless challenges since we parted ways there, and you've both stood up to and overcome them admirably. You found and rescued Lady Elisa, to say nothing of your other classmates. I believe the credit for Class 7's reunion lies entirely with you.
I think you're giving me too much credit. It was only thanks to everyone's support, yours included, that I was able to do anything at all.
Oh, I don't think my contribution was at all significant.
I agree.
I believe that Class 7 is only how it is because you are at its center. It was only because everyone was able to believe you would rise up and fight that they are all gathered here now. As such, I think you're well deserving of praise. Master Reen, I do apologize if I caused any offense, but did I say something inappropriate?
Oh, no, I wasn't laughing at you. It just finally hit home that it just made me so
Is that so?
Still sounds like a lie to me, but
In that case, I hope you'll always keep those thoughts in mind in the future. The kinds of bonds you have with those who care about you are too strong to be easily severed.
I do like how she uses the word severed instead of broken.
And I do include the bond between us in that statement.
I'll be sure to do so. And now that Class 7 is together again, I'm sure we'll be able to go back to the Academy one day. As long as we don't give up, I know we can make that a reality.
Reen, you're being weird again. Who wants to go back to school?
Both for ourselves and for the people who have supported us in getting this far.
I'll be sure to give you whatever aid that I can.
Okay, and last, but of course not least, come on, you know, the Sarahster, she's pretty cool. We like Sarah. But she do be last. And then we'll probably just go with Fee as our canon one, but... I think I'd have to be Instructor Sarah. Without her intervention, I'm sure our encounter with those terrifying society members would have ended very differently. She's always been there watching us, even when we don't realize it. Her lifestyle might not exactly be one to take after, but she's always there when we need her. And she's got a gun and a sword, dude. If I'd known that was an option, you think I'd just be walking around with a regular sword? Come on, this is bullshit. Why didn't anybody tell me I could use a gun and a sword? Wish I could be that strong.
Reen?
Oh god. Run, Reed. Flame smash the little fence down.
Instructor! I didn't think anyone else would come here so late at night. Sorry, I'll get out now.
No, don't worry about it. I thought the same exact thing, actually. A little late night one-on-one bonding with one of my precious students doesn't sound so bad, actually. And it's freezing out here, so I'm hopping in.
Okay.
Ixnay on the student A. Like, don't emphasize that relationship. It makes it more weird, okay?
Ah, the temperature's just right. Sitting back in a spring like this with a bottle of warm, strong stuff would be heaven right about now.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It's my favorite time of the year to relax in the springs, too.
Yeah, not totally, like, love the alcohol, right?
But both of us bathing in here together is really, really not a good idea. I mean, the two of us alone here at this time of night's kind of, you know...
What's the big deal? I'm all covered up, aren't I? Although, I guess any boy your age would feel a tad flustered sharing a hot spring with an older, beautiful woman like me. I hope there aren't any naughty fantasies going through that little head of yours.
Okay, Reen, as I just explained, there's two wolves inside of you.
Oh, please don't ask me that.
Well, I'll spare you another round of teasing for now. I stuck around to praise you, not to make you uncomfortable.
You did?
You've done a really good job making it this far and doing what you have. You've had it hard since we were split up, but you've hung in there and made it through. And not only that, you managed to gather all of your classmates back together again from all over the country. That they're here now is all thanks to you, Reen.
I think you're giving me too much credit. It was only thanks to everyone's support, yours included, that I was able to do anything at all.
Oh, I know everyone else deserves some credit too. Still, it doesn't change the fact that Class 7 is only how it is because you've always been at its center.
Yeah, I mean, Sarah knows that Elliot's great because all of Reen's class reports are just like, and then Elliot used Resounding Beat / Holy Song and saved the entire crew. That's how every class report ends. And then Elliot was the only surviving member, and then he played a song, and the enemy decided to kill themselves.
It was
The
only
end.
because you rose up to fight, just like everyone believed you would, that you're all together again. So I thought that as your instructor, the least I could do was praise you for what you've achieved.
And she only saw the tail end of the fight against McBurn. She saw Elliot fucking smack his ass in the face when he was mad.
Hey! What's with all the laughing? Even I can sound like an actual instructor sometimes, you know.
Okay, that's not true in the slightest.
Oh, no, I wasn't laughing at you. It just finally hit home that everything Elise said was true. I had no idea that everyone was thinking of me as much as they were, or that so many people were looking out for me. It just made me realize all over again how blind I've been all this time. So I couldn't help but laugh at myself.
Aha! So that's it. Well, in that case, make sure you don't ever forget it. The bonds you have with the people who care about you won't be broken easily. And I'd know, because I'm one of those people.
I'll be sure not to. And now that Class 7 is together again, I'm sure we'll be able to go back to the Academy one day. As long as we don't give up, I know we can make that a reality.
Yeah, no, I'm done with that teaching shit. I'm back to doing cool stuff.
Both for ourselves and for the people who have supported us in getting this far.
Aha, that's what I like to hear.
I hear Crossbow has an opening at their Bracer Guild. She's gonna go fill that slot. Okay, she gets fee stuff. Alright, the hot spring bonding time is done. That was nice. Quite enjoyed that. Best overall scene? I don't know, man. Honestly, maybe Elliot's. I don't know. Something about Elliot's just felt more special. I like Fee's as well. I mean, all of them were pretty good. I mean, there was a lot of, you know, kind of like, not exactly the exact same dialogue, but, you know, shared dialogue, so they, to a degree, blended together a little bit, but I am glad we watched them all. Some nice little characterization for some of the characters. Like Claire, for instance, you know, letting her have, like, a bit of a personality is nice. Since she's been kind of a pretty one-note character thus far, which is kind of why maybe I haven't, you know... I mean, at the end of the day, the main reason I haven't used her... Well, I didn't use her in this last chapter, just she seems kind of like that just... And then, like, without this, I feel like she's not that good. I mean, she's still fine. Does she have extra accuracy by default, or does she have ordnance on? I guess she just has bonus accuracy by default. That's kind of neat. And Sarah, what do you do exactly? You have Thor. Cover HP through attacks and crafts, so it's 10%. I mean, it's not bad. With your S craft, it can potentially be a good heal. And you have any new moves? No, still kind of have the same. Oh, that. Did she always have lightning charge? I know she uses it when you fight her, but I can't remember if she has that when you actually get to use her that one time. I mean, she's good, but she definitely seems like not nearly as overpowered as like the other three characters. Because I mean, Sharon's really strong. So flat 30 evasion, I think, puts her over the top because she just kind of has like better crafts than Fee, and well, I mean, Fee does have her own stuff as well, but these doing like double hits seems really strong. Her S break is better than Fee's. I mean, Toval is really strong as well. You know, having half cast time on all spells is very, very strong. But at least his has a downside in the sense that, like, he does lose an accessory slot, which isn't, like, a big deal. But, I mean, it's something. At least he has, like, a downside as opposed to just being, like... Or, like, I mean, he is an objectively better, like, arts character than, say, like, Emma or Eustace or whatnot, just because of that. But at least there is some loss as opposed to Sharon, who's just like objectively better Fee, Claire objectively better Machias, and then Sarah, I don't know, she doesn't feel quite as overpowered. Because like one turn of insight, I mean, it's still good. If it was a 5-turn buff. Because 3 turns just isn't really that long. Like, that goes away really fast. I mean, a 90% seal chance is really good, though. And the 100% feint chance for, because most bosses at least have some weakness to feint. No, it's still, like, you know, pretty low chance. But it's something. So, I don't know. Next, if it's still the same thing where you can only pick one mentor character at a time, we'll probably bring Sarah. Definitely, I think we won't bring Toval. Just because we've used Toval so much, even though, you know, I do like him, but... Yeah. I'm ExtraCheesy87. Stay tuned for the next part, and bye, guys.